Hi everybody and welcome to Age's Cozy Crochet Corner. And today I wanted to show you how to work up a starburst. I'll be using this for one of my upcoming tutorial videos on how to make a sweater with these. So I'm going to start with a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook and we're going to work this up right here. So let us begin. I want to use four different colors. Four different, of any colors you would like. I'm using navy blue, jade, white, tan, and charcoal gray. So let us begin. We're going to get our yarn on our hook. And I want you to chain up four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to slip stitch into that first chain. Now I want you to slip into, you see you have 2 on your hook. I want you to slip right through that hole. Now you have what looks like a little circle. You see, tiny little circle. So once you have that, I want you to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. So yarn over, and we're going to go through this hole 15 times. Because the one we already have on the on our hook counts as 1, double. So this counts as a double, and we're going to make 15 more double crochets into this hole. Going right into the hole. So when we're done, we should have 16 double crochets. I absolutely love this pattern. I saw the Starburst worked up quite a few different ways. And as always, I find a way to make it my own way. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people make it this way. If you like this one, it's very, very simple. Let's see. We have to count. See how many we have in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Gotta put 3 more in there. And just pull it aside, make some space. We all can get in here. You want it to be tight. Don't feel like, oh, I had to pull. It's too tight. Maybe my hole isn't big enough. It's perfect. We wouldn't want to make our hole any bigger, because making our hole any bigger would mean it'll be bigger here, okay? And we don't want that. So now that we have 16, I want you to find that first chain 3 that counts as a double, and I want you to find the top of it, and I want you to slip stitch in there. So we have 1, 2, 3. The top is right here. Slip the stitch through there and slip right through that last hole, and we have it closed up. Have a lovely circle. So now we're going to cut our yarn. And we're going to just pull through, pull tight, and we end it. I never like to start where we've ended, so we're going to find another space. And where we are going to be going is right in the top 2 of the doubles that we've just done. So we now will be working our next round into the tops of our doubles. Okay, make sure you go through both holes. So let's get our yarn and attach our next color. Attach. I'm going to go through chain 1, and I'm going to pull that tight. Then I'm going to go back through the hole and make a single crochet. That's how I lock mine on, and then I want you to chain up 2 more. Okay, so you need a chain of 3 to begin the next round. And again, this chain of 3 is going to count as a double. So in each hole, we will be putting 3 doubles, but they won't be finished. So let's go through the hole, grab our yarn, come up. I want you to go through 2 holes and then stop. Grab our yarn, go through the hole, come back up, go through 2 more holes, and then stop. Now you see we have 3 loops on our hook. Now I want you to go through all 3 and then chain 1. And that is how we're going to be that's what we're going to be putting in each one at the top. So when we're done, we'll have 16 clusters of 3. So yarn over, go through our next hole, yarn over, pull up. I just want you to take off 2 and stop. Yarn over, go through the hole, come back, yarn over, take off 2 and stop. Yarn over, go through the hole, yarn up, and just take off 2. Now we have 4 loops on our hook because we have the 1 from the previous cluster and the 3 we've been working on here. I want you to take all 4 off and chain 1. Let's do that again. I want you to go through the hole, yarn over, pull up, just go through 2, yarn over, go through the hole, pull up, and just go through 2, yarn over, go through the hole, pull up, and just go through 2, and now we're going to go through all 4 and chain. So I want you to keep doing that all the way around. Yarn over, up, go through 2, yarn over, pull up, and go through 2, yarn over, pull up, go through 2. So in that hole, you're going to be putting 3 unfinished doubles, and then we're going to finish them all together at the top. So yarn over, go through 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go through all of them and chain 1 at the top. Yarn over, that out the way, go through 2. Just go through 2. Just go through 2 and then take them all off together so it connects them at the top. And don't forget to chain 1. So go all the way around. By the end of it, you should have 16. Count, 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 count. And I'll see you back when we're done, when you're done. Okay, so now that you're back Here you should have 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And once you change one, I want you to find the top now. Where you change one here, the very top one chain right here in the middle, I want you to slip stitch through there and close it off. Okay, now again, remember, I never want to begin where I ended, so I'm going to find a different spot. And I'm actually now going to be working in between this open space inside. There's tons of them. Pick one you like, and I want you to put your hook right through there. Okay, and that is where we'll be working. So switching colors. Let's see if I can find it into my white. I'm going to white. And we want to attach that. And I'm going to chain up 2 more. Okay. So we want to begin with a chain of 3. That is going to count as a double. So now we want to do the same thing we just did here, but now we want to do it 4 times. So we're going to go through the hole and just take off 2, and we'll finish all of them together. Go through the hole, 2, through the hole, just take off 2. So now we have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over and go through all 4 loops and chain 1. So now we're going to go in between our next space. Yarn over, pull through, and we're just going to take off 2. Yarn over, go through the hole, come up, and just take off 2. Yarn over, go through the hole, come up, and just take off 2. Yarn over, go through the hole, come up, and just take off 2. So now we should have 5 on our hook, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, the ones we were working on, and 1 from the previous cluster. So now we want to take off all 5 and chain 1. Find our next space and go through 1 and just take off 2. 2, just take off 2, 3, and just take off 3, 4, and just take off 2, and go through all of them and put our chain. So we're doing the exact same thing we did down here, up here. We're just now putting 4 in the hole where down here we put 3. So I'm do one more with you. Yarn over, go through the next space, pull up, and just take off 2. Yarn over, go through the next space, pull up, and we're just taking off 2. Yarn over, go through the next space. We're just going to take off 2. Yarn over the space, and we're just going to take off 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and 1 on the hook from our previous round. We're going to take all of them off at the same time and put a little cap on it. Make a chain. Now we want to do this 16 times. So when we're done, we should have 16 of them. So go ahead and make your 16 and clusters, and I'll see you at the end of this round. Okay, everybody. So we should be done. It's okay if yours does what mine you saw mine do. Now, in order not to get that little curl that you saw going on, after you chain at the top of each cluster, you can then again chain one more. So it would be chain at the top and then chain again and then go into your next one. But I like tight stitches because I'm making this for a clothing item, but just in general, I like my stitches to be nice and tight. So I don't want to put that there because I want to leave it, I want to keep it nice and tight. But if you want to, you can chain one at the top, then chain another one, and then go into your next hole. So that's if you wanted to do that, you would do that at the top of every one. You would chain one, chain an additional one, and then go in your next hole. Chain one, chain an additional one, and then go into your next hole. But if you like yours tight, like I like mine tight, you can do exactly what it is that I'm doing. So now that we're at the end, we're going to find that first chain three, which counted as a double, and we're going to go in the top of that. 1, 2, 3. Find our top, and we're going to go through there and cut our work and pull through. And there you have it. We have starburstage. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to turn this into a square. So we get our next color. Now for this round, we will yet again be working in between the spaces. So we are still working now in between our spaces. So find a space and go through and attach your new color. And chain up 3. So once you have it on, you're going to actually, sorry, you're chaining up 4. So this round is going to begin with a chain of 4. So in order to make our first corner, to turn this into a square, I need you to wrap your yarn around once, wrap it around again twice. We're going to use treble crochets in order to achieve this. So go in the hole, yarn over, come up. We're just going to take off 2. And then we're going to take off another 2 after we yarn over and take off an additional 2. So yarn over twice, go through the hole and pull up. I want you to yarn over, take off 2, yarn over, take off 2 more, yarn over, take off the last 2. And we're putting 3 treble stitches in that first space that we picked. So now I want you to yarn over and I want you to make 3 doubles into the next space. 1, 2, and 3. Now into our next space, we will be making half double crochets. So yarn over, go through and pull through all 3. Yarn over, go through the hole, come up and pull through all 3. Yarn over, go through the hole, come up and go through all 3. So we'll be placing 3 of those there. Now I want you to yarn over and go into your next spot and do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now again, because we're back at a corner, we're going to make another treble into our next space. So we have 2 yarned over twice on our hook. We're going to go through, pull up, and we're going to take off 2, and we're going to take off 2 again, and we're going to take off our last two. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Take off 2, take off 2 more, take off 2. Wrap around twice, go through the hole, pull up, take off 2, take off another 2, and take off the last 2. And now I want you to chain 1. And I want you to make 3 more doubles, 3 more triples in that same stitch. So our corners, forgot to wrap around again. And so let me show you so you can see how this is going. So as you see for our corners, we're going to have 3 treble stitches, 1 chain, 1, and 3 treble stitches again. And that is going to be how we create that same shape. We're creating our square. So our corners will always start off 3 trebles, 3 doubles, 3 half double, 3 doubles, and then we will have our 3 treble, chain 1, 3 treble. So we're going to keep going back around. So in this next space, we're going to put 3 doubles. And in our next space, we're going to put 3 halves. And in our next space, back to doubles. So 3 doubles. And now we're back to a corner. And our corner is going to have 3 treble stitches. Three treble stitches, chain 1, and 3 more. And this is why making sure you have an accurate number matters. Because by the time we work all the way around, we will have 4 corners. Now, if your numbers are off anywhere down here, if you don't have 16, it should be 16, 16, 16. If you don't have 16, then your numbers will be off up here, and you might be missing a whole corner. So make sure when you're in your white round, you definitely have what it is you need. So we're going to go back in here, and we're going to do doubles. And we're going to put 3 doubles into the next space. And now we're going to do half. And we're going to put 3 half doubles into the next space. And now, you guessed it, we're going to do 3 doubles. And now we're going to put 3 treble stitches. So we're back at a corner. 2. And 3. Now after we make our 3 treble, we chain 1, and then we go right back in the same hole and make 3 more. And we're using different stitches in order to give us the heights we need to match all the way around, so we turn our circle into a square. Okay, so now we're going to go back and do double, and we're going to put 3 of those into our next stitch. And now we're going to do halves into our next stitch. And doubles again. And now we are back at our beginning. So we have to put 3 treble stitches in there. Chain 1, and at the top of the chain 4 that we started out with, you want to slip stitch in there, come through this hole and in. Slip out. And now you see we have a square. Absolutely perfect. So I don't believe in anything without a border. So let us get our gray and let us make borders. And this will be the last part. We're going to go inside a corner, and we're going to be using doubles. So lock our yarn on there. Chain up 2. So you're going to begin with a chain of 3, and you're going to go into this hole 2 more times, because that chain of 3 counts as a double. Yarn is tight. Now here's what I don't want you to miss. If you have to, pull this out the way. There is a stitch right here on your first treble, and as you go around in your corners, I don't want you to miss that stitch. So you're going to go into that stitch right in the top of that first treble. So do not miss that stitch. And then you're going in the top of the next treble and the top of the next one. So at the top of each double below, we must go in 1 double crochet, and we will do that all the way down this line until we get to our corners. And I think that these colors are beautiful together. I'm absolutely in love with the jade. Jade has become my new favorite color. I want to work up so many different things with this jade. I love it when I fall in love with a color, and then I want to make everything in that color. So it is my new favorite. It will become sweaters. It will become booties. It will become so many different things because it is absolutely beautiful. Okay, now once you get back to the corner, make sure you go in the top of the last one. So, and I do believe I counted, you should have 15. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep. You should have 15. So if you say 15, so that means every line should be 15. Every turn you should have 15, not including your corners, just including the double crochets that you're going in the top of your last previous row. You should have 15 single standing double crochets, not including your corners. So now that we're back at this corner, we're going to go through the hole, and we're going to put 3 in this hole. So we have 3 double crochets. Then I want you to chain 1 and go right back in 3 more times, and that is going to be how we do our corners. So 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. And remember, as you turn and you're going along this row again, do not miss your first stitch, and just slide your corner aside and you should be able to see it. It likes to hide there. And you have 1 double, 2, and go all the way down the row. You should have 15. So 15 down the row, 3, chain 1, 3 in the corners, and I will see you when you get to the end. Okay, so now we have ourselves back to our end. And to end this, go at the top of the chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch through there, go through the hole in our work. And there you have it. A lovely starburst. We can, I will be showing you how to make a sweater using this, because I absolutely love that with the jade in it, my new favorite color. So thank you again. I hope you love your starburst as much as I love mine. And that's it for Ages Cozy Crochet Corner today. Bye.